So hello, and welcome to another Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we have the Ahri reveal, of course. So let's go and see what's up.
This world has to offer. The Hunt Eternal.
Ahri is a 2-mana champion. Okay. Quick attack. Attack the first time I attack, strike. The first time I attack, strike. Swap me with the ally to my right, then recall it. Is that should that word just say it? What? And you've recalled 6 units this game. It's a 2-mana 2/3 with quick attack. So 2-mana 2/3, the Elise stat line, but with quick attack as well instead of fearsome, which I think is probably infinitely better. Not infinitely, but better. Attack. The first time I strike, swap me with my ally to my right, then recall it. The first time I attack, strike. So it has to be on attack. I kind of understand, but it's a weird wording. Okay, swap me with the ally to my right, then recall it. I mean, so it depends what it is, right? Like, you'll need to have... This seems like quite an all-in thing. You know, like, Kennen I thought was quite flexible. Ahri seems less flexible upon first viewing, but let's see what the level up does.
Captivating. Care that the hunt does not consume you, Ahri. The others seem to wish it so. Tempest style, wind form.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
Funny. I was going to say the same. Light steps.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Ahri, I see you wear your cloak this day.
But not to hide.
Like a storm, I bring change.
My search is over. Now I hunt. The world's heart.
Okay, Ahri, 2-mana 3/4. Gains elusive. When you recall an ally, reduce its cost by 1. Now that I like to see. Attack. Each time I attack strike. Swap me with the ally to my right, then recall it. So same ability, but when you recall an ally, reduce its cost by 1. Now that's quite a strong ability for the recall thing. Ahri, Katarina, anyone? Could be a thing. I don't know. Very interesting. I do have one question about Ahri, right? Which wasn't quite shown in this video, right? When she swaps here, does she hit the Nexus here or not? Look, it doesn't show us, and I don't quite know. Like, when it's a clear board in front of her, does she hit the Nexus? I don't know. But anyway, quite interesting. So let's keep going. Where were we? We were here. So Charm is a 2-mana focus speed spell. Recall an ally to give an enemy vulnerable this round. Focus speed, so you're going to obviously be committing this at the start of a round. I mean, it might go into this deck, but I doubt it'll go into too much else, I think.
Be still.
Vulnerable in Ionia.
Start running.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
Right.
Don't get people's hopes up.
Victory at any cost! No more running.
Hello, my prey.
You're almost dead, my friend. You would not... Fervor. We all have been in this situation. They have Noxian Fervor 100% guaranteed.
Remember this moment.
They are not winning that game. Anyway. We've all been there. They've definitely got Fervor or Make It Rain. And you're losing that game. Anyway. So, I mean, they kind of showed off, like, you know, and this does answer a question for Ahri that I kind of forgot to talk about, which was, This is each time. It changes from first time to each time. So once she leveled up, like, you can recall multiple things. Most of the time you don't want to do that. As was kind of shown in this video, that it's kind of normally a terrible idea when you're playing against this aggro deck and you're just giving them a free attack because you've recalled all your units the turn before. Normally you won't want to do that. But you know, you can still get the choice, right? The choice is yours of how many things go on the right of Ahri. So that's obviously the point. Let's take a look at some of the other cards as well here. So Ahri's Charm is her champion spell, which does make sense, and I think that it probably won't be run as a card, I don't think. I think you'll probably have better options, but it could be. Obviously there's Ahri herself. Then we have Children of the Forest, which is an 8-mana slow speed spell. Summon ephemeral copies of the 3 strongest followers you've recalled this game. Is there any way that you can do something ridiculously stupid with that? Off the top of my head, no, but it could be. I can't think of anything crazy with that. Pathless Ancient we saw before. We have Sinon, Thousand-Tailed, which is a 6-mana 3/5. When I'm summoned, draw 2 and give all other allies +1/+1 this round. Whoa. Do we have any unit with draw 2 on it? I'm not sure. I have no idea where you would play this. It can't be that bad because it says draw 2 on it. It is only a 3/5. It does give other things +1/+1. What a weird card. What a weird card. I have no idea. I mean, obviously the idea, I guess, is you can play it and you can draw 2 and you can play it and you can, you know, recall it and then play it again and draw multiple cards again. I'm not sure. It's 6 mana though. I don't know. This is an interesting card. The Mourned we saw yesterday, and Windsinger is a 6 mana 4/3 play recall a unit. 6 mana 4/3. It's kind of interesting, right? So like you compare it to Will of Ionia, which is a 4 mana. It's 2 mana more for a 4/3 body, but it's not fast speed. I think it's probably just not quite good enough. But I could be wrong. I'm willing to maybe be wrong about that one. And so I'm just going to quickly check Mobilytics so this is all the cards we got, and then I'll do some full review. Okay, so we got Ahri, Ahri's Charm, obviously, Windsinger, Gust is the skill, and those are all the cards. Okay, good. So let's start with Ahri then. Definitely an interesting idea and concept, and could be, you know, pretty good. You've recalled 6 units this game, because I think the leveled up form is really quite strong. I mean, Quick Attack and Elusive are kind of 2 keywords that, you know, don't really necessarily work that well together. Like, you know, they generally are a bit sort of, you know, filling the same void. So it's probably not that important. But reducing the cost by 1 means that you really can go all in on that kind of effect. And I kind of joked about Katarina, but it you know, that sounds like an interesting deck idea, and certainly one that I'll probably think about. I do still think Ahri and Kennen will probably be just, you know, the best way of playing it, and Ahri will definitely help Kennen level up very fast. And there's going to be a lot of cool things that you can do in that regard. So I'm excited to see exactly how that goes. I do think that I'm going to say that this is going to be on the level of Lurk. Is going to be my guess. Where, you know, we've seen Lurk come about more recently, you know, as a strong deck, although it was kind of a counter to dragons. But, like, I think that's what Recall will, this whole deck, like, this is kind of the power level it's giving off to me, where it'll be, like, good, you know, like, tier 2 kind of level is what I'm expecting. Not a bad deck by any means, you know, but in that kind of, like, level where you'll see it played. It'll be a deck that can, you know, hit some wicked combos on you, and you'll be like, I hate this, and you know, you'll remember all those feelings of hating Ionia from before. You know, you'll remember all those times when, you know, Lee Sin or Zera Relia, and, you know, anytime that Ionia is good, the game suffers for it. You'll remember all those things and be like, oh yeah, this is why I hated that region. You know, and that will happen after the first couple days of goodwill. So get ready for that. But I don't think it'll be like crazy. I just think that they're pretty solid. I think I gave Ken like a 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5, and I'd probably put Ahri at a similar level. maybe slightly better. Like if Kennan's well, yeah, they're about that 7.5 level, right? Like above average, I would say. But I don't think like dominating. I don't think it'll be crazy good. I think that they're decent. Charm, as I said, I think is a good champion spell, particularly for Ahri, but because it's focus speed. If it was fast speed, I'd say this is a good spell. But because it's only focus speed and you can kind of only use it on attack turns, that limits a card quite a lot, and so I don't think you'll be seeing it too much. Windsinger, as I said, I just don't know if that 6 mana effect is quite. I mean, it's okay, but you'll probably have slightly better things to do. The fact that it's it's a fine card. It's like a 6.5. And Sign and Thousand Tales. What a weird card. As I said, like I'm not sure where you would play it. I really don't know where you would play it. Particularly with how fast the current game is. This seems like a card that was designed for a game that is lasting when everyone gets to turn 10. Then it makes sense. Here it doesn't make sense. Like where the meta is at currently. So I'm just not sure about this card right now, but it's not a bad card. Again, I call this like a 6. Children of the Forest could have some crazy potential that I'm not aware of right now. Very possible that someone can come up with something stupid for this. This seems like a go get it kind of, card that you'll put in there with it as well. So we'll have to see. But yeah, Children of Forest, definitely an interesting one. But that's all the cards for this whole reveal, it seems. So thank you everyone for being with me for spoiler season. I hope. But you probably haven't enjoyed it, let's be honest. There was kind of, a day of real downness. A dire day. But I'll be back. If the patch notes say anything, I'll be back with that. I'll be back today as well with a video about different decks that you can play as I'll be building them. So look forward to that as well. And with that, thank you so much and have a really nice day.